It's day 6 with the other foal, and basically just gonna start like I always do. So you honestly don't even have to watch this part. You could just skip through, but I gotta do it for consistency and for reminding him exactly how I do every day, that he's not supposed to run away, he's supposed to stand still and relax. Okay, so if he goes crazy, I'll just maintain pressure on that side of his body. He's full of energy, it's a new day. That's okay. When he feels the pressure on the halter from him pulling away, he thinks I'm asking him to stop, like right there. But I'm not asking him to stop. It's just that he's hitting the halter pressure with his face. That's a bit better. Now we'll ask him to stop. You're a good boy. So now I'm going to move on to the new thing we're going to teach him today, which is the same thing we taught the other little foal, being able to lead him next to us. It's a pretty important little thing to teach him, because you need your foal to be able to lead not just behind you, but also alongside you. So the first stage for that is going to be just getting him alongside the fence and asking him to come forward alongside the fence, just like this. So get him to come forward, get him to stop and go backwards. There we go. Bring him forward. There we go. Stop him. Whoa, have him go back. That's good. And then we just continue to repeat this all the way around the pen. Okay, now the next step is to just do the same thing, but have the little foal go close to you. Okay, so I'm going to actually face the same direction as him. Tap him on the butt, ask him to come through. Okay, just like this. And then I'll fake slap him. So I want to go towards his face and then stroke him on the neck. This is going to encourage him to not be scared of me. So go towards him, stroke him on the neck. Keep him going. And then stop him. Whoa. Using the stick, back him up. There we go. Okay, again forwards. Whoa, stop him. Back him up. There we go. Good job. This is good. This is how they're supposed to lead, up here next to you, and they're not supposed to go too fast. If he goes too fast, I'll just do a circle with him. So there's no problem if the horse jumps in front of you, just do a circle. Okay? Good. Now stop and back up. Okay, so you can see he's really crowding me. So I'm just going to kind of remind him he's not supposed to crowd me. I'll stop him and back him away a little bit more in his face than before. Now everything that's crazy, I always remember to desensitize them or rub away wherever I smack them, because you don't want them to get just completely scared of you, but you also don't want them to push you around. It's an interesting dynamic. And if there wasn't millions of people that are going to comment on this video and say, hey, you're abusing the horse, I wouldn't even explain this. I'd just show it to you guys, because it is the right way to do it. At least it's the way that I was taught to do it. And it seems to work quite well. And in the end, when the horse is fully trained, you never have to tap on them. That's the thing. A lot of people think that I do this all the time. I only do this when I need to. And at the end of the day, when the horse is trained, they don't need to be tapped on. Maybe once a year you have to teach them something, or you have to show them something new, or you're tuning up something, fine-tuning something. But making contact with the stick is never the idea. It's just the ultimate thing. Like when I ask you to back up here, I'm going to use the halter first, then I'm going to put the stick towards them, and give him a chance to back up before I actually make contact with the stick, especially harder contact. So it's not like I'm out here wanting to smack on him, because if I was, that would be a whole different story and that would be bad. So the last thing I want to do today is desensitize him to the spray bottle. He hasn't seen this yet, the other foal has. But what I want to do is get him used to the sound of it and the sight of it, because this is a very common thing that they're scared of. So if he stands still and he's being brave, then I'll stroke him and tell him he's doing a great job. And maybe let him smell it, sniff it. Good boy. So that was pretty brave. He stood still. You can hear him when he breathes out. It means he's really relaxing and taking it all in. Just so that he realizes it's not something that's going to hurt him. It's just a little bit wet. It's really cute how curious foals are. So for the first day, it would be a bit extreme to expect him to relax with me just going straight for his eye and spraying him right in the face. I kind of just gently start to spray him and get him used to it. If I put it on its most mistiest setting and just kind of spray him generally with it, that'll be the best. And try not to make it such an attack. Like if you go like this and attack him with it, it's going to be different if you make like a constant flow. So try to make like a constant flow with it. So that's a really good introduction. He's not really scared of it. He's being really brave. He's all wet. But that's a great way to introduce him to the spray bottle there. So now that we've taught him how to be tied up, we can go ahead and just tie him up, let him rest, let him think about the lesson. Real quick, I'll just desensitize his body here, throw in the rope over his back and legs. Let him relax. They're doing really, really well, both of them are. Just there he kicked out at the rope, so I'll do it again. But both of them are learning really, really well. The only thing that's changed, is different today, is there's more pressure on the exercises because they already learned them. And now they just have to do them to a higher level. So every day it gets a little bit harder and a little bit harder to do all the exercises. So it's not that they're doing worse necessarily, it's just they need to start to do better. So all of the resistance comes out, all of the fight comes out, and they need to learn to just relax, do the right thing. But I think they're both coming along very, very well. I'm going to just let him sit here and soak in the lesson for a little bit, and we'll be back tomorrow to work with both of them.